How's it going, everyone? KayneHunterTaker here, and welcome back to another episode of Kayne's Bedtime. Right, I hope these lights stay up. I did my room up the other day, got all my Christmassy stuff all going. Actually, I forgot something. Hang on. That's better. I got my hats all ready because I'm going to be, at work, our job, we always encourage, dressing up for Christmas, and I nearly forgot the hat, so now it feels like Christmas. I just hope, like I was saying, that these stay up, because I'm only using blue tack, so I can just easily remove it when I'm finished, and it's already peeled off once, so don't move. First topic, I don't really want to sort of, go on about it. Had a bit of issues with EV games recently. I ordered an item, they sent me the wrong one, and it's like it always seems to be sort of, it's always decent, but then there's always that one moment where it's just like, come on guys, like really? They sent me the wrong item, like it was a $200 item and they sent me a $60 item, and emailing back and forth is just such a pain in the ass. And my stupid ass didn't think to ring them first to say, hey, do you have one in stock? I checked the site and I automatically assumed they were out of stock. So I thought, alright, I'm going to have to email them. It's Christmas, I better get onto it. First email didn't get back to me for like 48 hours. So I sent another email. Still didn't get back to me, so then I sent another email. And it's like a process of, oh, hi, you forgot my item. Second item, excuse me, you didn't respond. Third item, right, that's fucking it, give me my money back. So I finally got a message back, and it's like, oh, sorry, for the mistake. Unfortunately, you got to send the item back first before we can send it out. I said, no, you made the mistake. You send me the item, and I'll send it back. And then, because I was sick of waiting, I eventually just rang up the store and I said, oh, hi, there was a mistake on my order. Do you by any chance have the, the right item? And they said, oh, yeah, we do. And I'm like, oh, I wish I just rung them. I wasn't thinking at the time, but got it sorted, and funny story. So I went up to the counter and I brought the box and I said, oh, hi, I'm the guy that rung. I'd like, got the wrong item. And they even checked and they said, oh, shit, yeah, it is the wrong item. And the next to him was the guy that did it, and the guy was like, dude, you got it wrong. And it's like a deer in the headlights. Oh my god. I'm like, that's okay, the item's here now, can I can I leave? And even funnier, I mean, it's funny when you think about it, even though it was like, oh fucking hell, what's going on, where's my item? He was the one I spoke to on the phone. It all clicked, and then I'm like, it's fine, I'll just take the item. There's your item. Goodbye. So yeah, it's just one of those things where it's like, does it really have to be that hard? And it's like, but that's all sorted, all done, so on to something good now, and no more negative stuff. Actually, you tell me what, there was another sort of negative, but it all worked out for me in the end. In the last video, I said I rolled the dice to start a new playthrough of a game. Star Wars Dark Forces. I did a session. Oh, it did not go well at all. So the PS1, got it on the PS1 obviously, and like I've shown. But OBS, Elgato, anything that, recording, did not want to run this game. I struggled with the first level. I got through it, it took me about 30 minutes, I got stuck, and I finally beat it. But then the second level, the cutscene plays, the recording software just goes blank, and it can't reconnect. So then I thought, oh, okay, maybe it's the RetroTink, maybe it's like the pass-through. Nope. I tried my older converter, same thing. For some reason, the video file just will not stay on the recording software. It was really weird, and it kind of ruined the night in the way, and I thought, oh, I was really looking forward to it, and I was having such a good time. I'm such a big fan of like the characters in this series, Kyle Katarn, Jan Ors, they're my two favourite sort of Star Wars characters. So I was really bummed out. I mean, it started off so well, got through the first level and everything, and I was like messaging Luke back and forth. I'm like, oh my god, it's not working. What's going on? And everything I tried just doesn't work. So I just, I had to scrap it. Scrap the playthrough. I said, oh, that's a bummer. However, I See, during my TAFE days, especially when we were big into Steam and PC games and buying a lot of sales and specials and all that stuff, I remember buying a lot of Star Wars games, and I've actually got the entire Jedi Knight series on Steam. The problem is, Dark Forces is DOS, and it is very hard to capture DOS games. So I thought. So I got it booted up. It was a really quick install, and I thought, oh, okay, right, got the game. And the PC version's better anyway. The PS1 was very bad, as I learned as I was getting it installed. So the PC version is really nice, really crisp and smooth. And I just couldn't get Bandicam to hook onto the game. I thought, ah, oh, damn it, why can't I record it? If I could do it in window mode, I could record my entire desktop. I didn't want to start downloading all these random programs, because I just sort of got a bit of a fear of it now when I downloaded Resident Evil Crossfire, and I feel like, because I was downloading these softwares to try and, because that was another game I struggled to get Bandicam to hook on, and I thought if I can get into window mode I could do it. So I downloaded this one program, and I think all that stuff was the reason my computer blew out the first time. I'm not saying that's how it happened. It was just like a strange coincidence that all this stuff. I then found out you could go into the DOS, like the Steam folder of the game, go into the DOS folder, like the text or the notepad file, and you do a bit of coding. And I set it into windowed mode, got the resolution up, and I could record it. I was like, yeah, I can do it. The playthrough is back on. So I did the session the other day, and it went smooth. I was really happy with the result, and I can't wait to jump in for another session. I was very happy with it. Was like the night started off so bad, but then by the end of it I was like, oh, victory. I actually managed to get the better version running and recording, and it felt really good to play. And even with window mode, it didn't bother me. I just I got it into a perfect size. I think I went with it was like 1600 by something. So basically it fits my entire monitor from the height, and then it's just a little bit of a gap between the sides. So that's fine with me. I can see if my Audacity's still recording and all that stuff, and yeah, the playthrough is back on. I'm very excited. I got up to level 4, I think. I just did the mission where we had to go through the sewers and we found this guy, and yeah, I think I got up to that bit. Level 4, I believe. So I look forward to jumping in very soon, like back into it very, very soon. Alrighty everyone, guess what? I finally reached it, and it was so good. I mean, I had, because I lay in bed, it was like sort of darkish, and oh, my nerves were like, oh shit, son. Finally got up to the T-Rex finally breaking out, and shit hitting the fan. I think hang on, just before I go, so I read a couple of chapters since the last one. Oh, we're learning about the dinosaurs that were breeding, and it's like, oh, can you punch these numbers in? Does that look right? No, it doesn't. Why? The numbers are higher up than yesterday. What's going on? And it's like, we found some eggshells. That's not possible. There is no way there should be eggshells out there. Your dinosaurs are breeding, son. So that was sort of a, oh, and there was something else. Oh, it was really creepy. I don't know if my imagination got it wrong, but so the cars had stopped, I believe, and it was sort of going dark, and Lex could see a boat leaving, and she could see raptors running around, and she was trying to tell Alan Grant that, use the binoculars. No, you're not looking properly. You got to look this way, and they could see raptors, but I wasn't sure if they were in cages or if they were running around on the boat, but that sort of got me goosebumps going. And then the next part, then the power went out, obviously, so that was a good moment. And then when the T-Rex just broke out, and that whole chapter was really get me on edge. And I've seen the movie so many times, and I know it's completely different, but I thought what was really scary was when I believe, if I can remember, I think Lex was screaming, and then it just goes quiet, and Alan and Malcolm are like, "Can you hear the kids? What's happened? What's going on?" And then Malcolm bails. He's like, "No, sorry, I'm out of here." And then Grant's like, "Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. I've got to get out of here now." Because, it's funny because the Mega Drive game sort of took from the book, because the T-Rex lifted the car up where Tim and Lex were, and then threw it over the edge. So yeah, that was sort of really cool as well. But then the moment where it was like, Alan obviously thinks, oh, the kids are gone, they're dead. So that bit really spooked me out, and I'm up to the chapter, it says Nedry, so I assume this is where Nedry's going to meet his grisly demise, and yeah, holy shit, it is really good. I'm really hooked on it now. Not to say that before the everything going wrong it was boring. Oh, it was really interesting that like I mentioned, they was talking about the dinosaurs breeding, and they're like, no, that is not possible, there is no way. And it's like Malcolm's like, we found some eggshells, so. And then the raptors on the boat, that really, ooh, hairs were standing up. I actually got a couple of books I wasn't going to talk about, but it's Kayne's bedtime. It's this is a series about me talking about things I've done, what I've been up to, and the more I can talk about, the better. And I'm really impressed. I got I think bigger than the last episode. So we'll continue on with the books. I brought them over. This is a I feel like it's like codes with me, like scratching my nose. For some reason, I think it's because it's hot, and I'm quite hairy, that kind of stuff. So when I start to sweat and everything, so I get an itch here, and I get an itch in the eye. So it's almost like I'm trying to send Morse code. But anyway, as I was saying, got the Undead Messiah, the manga. This is actually quite enjoyable. I'm really, really enjoying it. This is, excuse-moi. This is how I would probably treat a zombie apocalypse. It's a game. We got to take out the zombies. So the main character, he's a big zombie fanatic. He's a big gamer. To him, life is all about a video game. What would happen if there was a zombie apocalypse? I would know what to do in a zombie apocalypse. And sorry if I was silent. I'm just a bit chesty. So what was I going? So the whole chapter is him. It's like, dude, you got to knock it off. Like, his dad's like, this is enough. You can't be playing games all the time. You need to get a job and all that stuff. School's important, that kind of thing. So then, as the chapter's going on, he starts to sort of notice things. There was one moment where he saw a brain, and then he could see blood. So it's like, oh my god, we got zombies. So he's following this trail. There's more brains. He sees a figure up ahead, and he's like, zombie, you're going down. Turns out it was a science teacher, and he had brains to dissect. So it's like, you idiot. But then he's walking home, and his neighbour, he doesn't see him. Normally he sees his neighbour, and he sees blood. And he's like, oh, here we go again. It's gonna be like before. I'm just thinking over nothing, but like overreacting. He finds his neighbour, almost eaten. He's just a torso on the side of his wall. He's up, there we go. I'm scratching. I don't know why I'm sort of noticing it now. I mean, I do it all the time, and now it's like, oh, I feel like I'm, But he finds his neighbour half eaten, practically just a torso. I'll see if I can, without losing the bookmark. I should probably mention he's got a best friend, and she's always supportive of him, and when people make fun of him for it, she'll be like, oh, shut up, leave him alone, that kind of thing. Wow, I went straight up to the bloody end by mistake. I was like, that's not what I'm looking for. So here it is. He's coming home. He's like, huh? Blood? What the hell? That's weird. Oh shit. I mean, look at that. Holy shit. It's almost like completely devoured. And then, I mean, obviously a bit of spoilers if you haven't read it. There we go again. It's because I'm wearing a woolly hat. So it's like, now he's on edge. Oh my god, is it a zombie? Or is it just a complete coincidence? Maybe he was eaten by dogs or something like that. So she's like, I'm going to try and find this thing that did it to him. He finds the thing. It's a zombie. So he's like, oh my god, it's a zombie, holy shit. It's like, you know, he can see from its movement and the way it is, it's like, that is definitely a zombie. And, you know, the smell and everything, so he's like, right, I'm gonna take you out. So he goes to take it out. The zombie fights back, it knocks him down, and it's like, oh my god, this is the kind of zombie that knows what it's doing and all that stuff. The zombie turns around, it's his dad. Dun dun dun. And then, yeah, the next chapter, it's like he tells his friend about it and she's trying to help him, and then the mum's brother, I think, or it could have been the dad's brother. So the mum and dad are divorced, and so the brother's a cop. So he's like investigating the neighbour, like he's been killed, like you were seen at the scene, blah blah. But it's really good. I'm a sucker for zombies. Alright, the next book. I've been sort of chipping. When did the pandemic start? It was like April, when we all shut down, the comic book shut down, and basically they didn't have any stock, and I thought, oh, I sort of kind of want to get something and try and, you know, help them out a bit. I bought the big book of Vampirella, and I've just been chipping away at it. I'm almost at the end, actually. almost at the end. And yeah, this is just basically her entire run from when she first started in, you know, the book form. And there's some in here that are really kind of scary, and especially at that time, I'd assume. The one I can sort of remember was that there was this dude and these women from outer space come to Earth, and they're very beautiful, they're very gorgeous, and it's like, oh my god, oh yeah, I wanna hook up with them. And then so they see, like, obviously they're telling him, oh, you know, you're quite handsome and all that stuff. Oh, you know, we're a planet of just women, we need men to repopulate, and you know, you would be a fit candidate for our queen. So he's, you know, if these women are beautiful and gorgeous, the queen's got to be, you know, well, you know, a bombshell. So he's like, oh, take me to your queen. I would be honoured to, you know, help yous all with your problem. So they go to the planet. It is the most grotesque, disgusting alien you have ever seen. If it reminded, if Resident Evil 2 fans out there, think of Birkin when it's like the big sludge kind of thing at the end, and so he's like, no. So that was like, haha, that's what you get. And the one recent that I can remember was, it was in like BC times. It was like caveman, dinosaur, Jurassic, that kind of thing, and there was just this tribe wiped out, and there was only two left. It was a man and a woman, so they're trying to escape. I think a volcano erupted, yeah. So they're obviously trying to get to safety. Then they see like two dinosaurs are about to duke it out, or two monsters, and they're like, oh, we got to get away, and you know, we got to hide. So they hide away. They finally get away from them, and it's like, we're the only survivors, what are we going to do? And it's like, we will start again, we will build a new tribe, we will make sure, you know, we'll get, you know, repopulate, that kind of thing. So they find a nice spot, they're walking through a cave, and it looks beautiful, like just what they can see. They walked into a mouth of a Tyrannosaurus Rex, and it goes, and I was like, oh, that is mean. So yeah, really good, this one. And I just like the way that Vampirella sort of narrates it at the end. You know, it's like, oh, their love blinded them to their grisly fate. So yeah, really good. Just going back to Star Wars, recent episode Mandalorian with Boba Fett, I was like, oh yes. And I did not realise that he was the one that saved, what's her name? I've forgotten her name. She's May in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I can never remember. I want to say Ming? I can't remember. She voices Mulan. You know, she died in season 1, or supposedly, and I didn't realise that was Boba Fett kneeling over her. I thought it was the dude with the dark saber to begin with, and so that was caught me by surprise. And then when it's like, you know, Mando, I'll say, I can never remember his name, I always call him Mando, sounds cooler. You know, he's taken, I've forgotten the child's name, Grugo, yeah, Grugo. He's doing his Jedi thing. So then Boba, when me and Luke saw the ship, and we're like, that's Boba, here comes Boba. So obviously he lands, and you know, he sees Mando, and he sees the girl, and it's like, huh, you lived. So Mando It's like, you're not coming near the child. So then Bob was like, I'm not here for the child, I'm here for the armour. And then man was like, you're gonna have to take it off my dead body. I don't want your armour, I want mine. So that was really cool. And then when he goes into the ship and the stormtroopers are sort of winning the battle, and then Boba with his gear on rocks up and just kicks the living shit out of them. I was like, yeah, go Boba. And that was I really enjoyed that ep. And I think the next episode's the final, so I hope it's a long episode, because I noticed they're getting a bit shorter with each ep. So yeah, that was a good episode. And Dad couldn't, because he's overseas and he can only talk when a certain amount of the time of day, and he wanted to talk to us about it because I was like, we're saying, it's been 40 years technically we haven't seen Boba in mainstream media. I mean, I know he's got comics and everything, but to see him alive in the universe, we were just like, yeah. And because Dad's a big fan of the bounty hunters, he was like, yeah Boba, because when we did the X-Wing, he favoured the the bounty hunters and all that, whereas me and Luke did like Empire and Rebels. So yeah, to see Boba, he was like, yes. Alright everyone, since I finished Titanfall 2, I started a new game that I just got built up that I haven't touched yet. Lara Croft and the Temple of, I'm probably going to butcher this, Osiris. Yeah, I bought this many years ago. I got the collector's edition. You've probably seen my little miniature Lara Croft figure. That's what come with it, and a few DLC and that stuff, but I never got around to playing it. I was going to do a playthrough on it, but then I thought, nah, I'm not really, I don't really want to, and I just thought I'll add it to the list of games I'll play in my own time. And yeah, I finally started it, and it's really good. I am quite enjoying it. It's like a dungeon crawl, what's that term? Twin stick shooter, and it's really fun. I find that it's really good, and it's not frustrating at all. It's really good, and I'm about 2 hours in. I just did the mission where we brought the sunlight back. It was really dark, and now it's daytime. So yeah, if you're into those kind of games, I'd recommend it. It's pretty good, and it's online, so you can have up to 4 people at a time, playing it. So yeah, really good. Alrighty, in the last session I talked about Skyrim. I got my mods back in. I did a session of it yesterday actually. Ooh, it could have gone a bit better. So it started off well, but once I got out there, oh, poor Lilith got her ass kicked by so many things. I forgot the term, the Folklore people. I couldn't get past their village because I wanted to kill the bandit leader, and then it turns out, I went the wrong way the entire time. The bandit leader was that way, and I went that way. So yeah, she probably got killed by them 5 times. And then the dragon bloody swooped her up and dropped her and killed her. And then I thought, what else can sort of go bad? And then when I finally think I've found the bandit leader, and this is when I realised I've gone the wrong way, got my bloody head chopped off. And then when I think nothing else can go wrong, the game crashed. I thought, oh Lilith, what's going on? You're a bit rusty, I think. But after that, I got into the handle of it, and had a pretty good session, and I hopefully will get another very soon. See, with this game, it's going to be one of them where I'm going to keep playing it. It's never going to be a completion. I'm just going to keep adding to the story. It's not going to be something I play every day. I'll just play a session here and again, and from now on, because I was doing episodes, I might just upload the entire session, so it could be 2 hours, maybe only an hour. So then, I can keep that series sort of on its own rather than an episode kind of thing. And yeah, I always have such a good time jumping back into Skyrim, especially the Amazon Dragonborn. I'm thirsty. Oh, vodka cranberry. I had this one because I'm pretty stoked. I reached level 60 in Ring Fit Adventure. Yeah, I'm really sort of breezing through now. I had a bit of a sort of delay when I got really sick, and when I thought I was good, oh, my lungs, I don't think I've ever felt anything like it trying to do exercise with my lungs still infected. So my entire holiday I didn't really do any exercise, and yeah, getting back into it was a bit rough. But last week I got back into work, got back into my routine, and yeah, I'm kicking ass again. I'm doing it every day except for, see, I say every day, but I try and have the weekend off so then I can rest and all that stuff. And yeah, I reached level 60 just recently, yesterday, and I'm up to when... It's when everyone's controlled, like the 4 masters, if I remember. They were all controlled by Dragox, I think, if I remember, the big bad villain, and I just did the dude with the big chiselly abs, and yeah, I'm getting there. I feel like the game's a bit one-sided for one exercise, legs. So the main game, running, jogging, but there's a lot of side stuff to get you around that's to do with squats and, you know, lifting your legs up high. So, and I was treating the game as a game. I need the highest moves, I need to do the most damage, rather than sort of treating it like an exercise kind of thing. So most of my moves were all legs related with squats, and then my knees were starting to really hurt, so I decided to focus on sort of my abs and my waist, that kind of thing. And this one exercise is giving me a bit of grief. Yesterday I was like, oh, stomach cramp. I just unlocked the one, you're laying down and you're sort of laying back, but you're keeping yourself up with your elbows, and you got to lift your legs up like that and then drop back down. Oh, I don't think I felt pain like that with my abs. But yeah, I'm glad I've done that. It's sort of working the area that I need to work on, and that's what I've done. And I didn't realise you could actually select exercise based on what you want to focus on, and that's what I've sort of going to be doing for the next month, you know, working my abs. Alrighty, Kayne Talks Games. I still feel really bad that I didn't do a Halloween special, and I was planning on doing it after I recorded a couple more Halloween episodes, and just like I said, I got sick right near the end of Halloween, and it was the beginning of my holiday, but I wanted to do Resident Evil 2 because I'd just done I did the whole game for Halloween, and I got the footage, and I thought, oh, I might do that for Halloween, I'll do Resident Evil 2, or there was another game that I possibly would have done, but I think Resident Evil 2 was the bigger one, and I thought, I feel like crap, and it just sort of got away. But I thought, I've missed Halloween, I'm not going to miss Christmas, no way. And last year I did the Game Boy, which is what I got for a Christmas gift when I was 5, and yeah, got a lot of games for it. Well, this year, for my Kayne Talks Games Christmas special, I'm going to talk about the N64 Pokemon Edition and Pokemon Stadium and Pokemon Snap. Yeah, we got this for Christmas in the year 2000, and this was when Pokemon was just exploded into, you know, the media, you know, all our friends at school and the neighbourhood, just everything was all about Pokemon. And yeah, me and Luke, Christmas 2000, it was there was the big box, and our parents and our sister made sure we opened that one last. And holy shit, did we feel like the N64 kid when we busted this thing open. Unfortunately, we didn't get Pokemon Snap with it, I don't think. It was this, and I have got the controller, but I got it in my cube storage and I had to pull everything out, but I'll do that with the Kayne Talks Games. And I got Pokemon Stadium, and we also got the first 4 episodes of Pokemon, you know, series on a VHS tape, and it was yellow, but God, I can't even find it. I don't even know where it is. I'm pretty sure it's in the spare room, but there are so many boxes to pull out, and I thought, for 5 seconds to show on Kayne Talks Games, I'm probably not even going to bother. I mean, this is the big thing right here to talk about, and I can't wait to get that recording. I've also need to do my Christmas specials as well. This one's definitely going to be one. Unfortunately, Pokemon Snap, I just did a playthrough about a year ago, so I don't think I'm ready to sort of jump back in yet, but I've still got plenty of other games to pick. Okay, in the last episode I was talking about my model kits that I wanted to, you know, start getting back into building. I have just done Android 18, and oh, I think she was the toughest one yet. I really struggled with some parts, especially if I can, where you can see her belt. Can you see that? Come on, please. Do you see the belt, where the belt is? You see the straps for her jeans? It's like the little thin layer. There are 6 of them. They're all stickers. That was so so tedious, but I finally got it built in the end. Really happy, just to add to my Piccolo and Goku. I've got a Super Saiyan Trunks there that I'm gonna build eventually, but yeah, Android 8, she looks really cool. Really like her. The one thing I didn't do, it's not gonna show. I didn't do. You got stickers with her eyes. I didn't do it because I thought, I don't want to. Once you put the stickers on, you're set with them. That kind of thing. And I picked her face where she's smiling. I thought I'll get her smile, and I thought it was really cool. Her skirt. Oh, I'm stuttering now. Her skirt's actually latex or like a plastic in a way, so I thought that was really cool. And yeah, so much fun building these. I wish there was more games that, or even other things that would do that. I think I said it in not my recent, but in a vlog when I got one of them, like the model kits. I think Resident Evil would be really cool, especially Resident Evil like PS1 graphics wise, and I think Mortal Kombat should be like getting in on that, because the idea of building something and displaying it just feels so much better than just buying the figure itself from the store. I mean, I didn't even think about I don't think you can see the Piccolo and Goku. There they are, right there. I didn't even think about putting them away. Whereas before, I did have a Piccolo and a Goku, and I thought, I'm going to put them away and have a break when I did my cleanup. Nah, they're never moving because it's like proud work right there. I'm very happy to have them there, and yeah, I can't wait to do Trunks. And I don't know what one I would probably do next. I might get Cell. Luke did one. He got Cell, and he looks really cool. So I might get him next. And if I had to pick another one, see, I wish I could have got Super Saiyan 3 Trunks, but I'm happy with the Super Saiyan 1. Yamcha. I want Yamcha next. See, I know it's like the thing about him, it's like the goof's like, oh, he's the weakest character in the series, but to me, I treat him as the strongest human of the series, and I always like Yamcha. I like to consider him sort of like the Joey Wheeler of Dragon Ball Z. He does his best. I mean, Joey Wheeler, obviously, as he does kick ass when he can. Yamcha is always out there to do his best, and then, I feel kind of bad for him that he got taken out by the androids, and it scared him that he didn't want to do it anymore. So yeah, I'm always with Yamcha. I think you can see him right there. Right there. Even with like the games, Budokai 2 and 3. It's like me and Luke and a few of our mates, we always had our own unique characters. Luke had Tien, I had Yamcha, and then there was like everyone else. It was like, Piccolo and Goku, but we're trying to pick, people that weren't obviously Goku, Goku's the strongest person, you gotta have someone in, under that. Alright, I just did this the other day, very happy with how it turned out. I did some more painting for the Resident Evil 2 board game. I just painted the giant alligator. Oh, I don't think you're gonna see very well. That ain't helping. Dang it. I've got a couple of pictures, I will post some pictures, but yeah, just did the alligator, and yeah, I had so much fun. I was a bit worried that I was gonna really mess it up, because it'd been a bit, hang on, torch is a bit glary now. Yeah, I hadn't done any painting for like over a year. I was gonna do it on my holiday, but got away from me. I was doing other things, and yeah, got back into work. Saturday I spent the entire day doing my Android 18 model. Sunday I just spent the day doing some painting. I was going to do a few more, but I thought I'll focus on the alligator, because yeah, it's quite a big task to get him done, because I kept running out of the paint for the base. It's like I used I feel really bad because I've been getting comments lately on my my vlogs about the figures. What paints did I use? Oh, what did I use for those miniatures? And I can never remember. I feel really bad when someone asks me, and I've got to say, I'm sorry, I don't remember. I really don't. And so I've been trying to get into the habit of showing the paint after, because I've done a video on it, and I tried to make sure I show what paint I used and how I did it. So there was one called the Troll Skin, if I remember. It's quite a dark green, It was a bit too bright for my liking, and I had a couple of the is it the Abyssal Black? Just so a couple of drops of the green, just enough, and then one drop of the black, mixed it around and come out with a nice dark, so you can't see, a very nice dark green. I will be posting, I'll post a picture just to show you what it looks like. And then to, you know, bring out some features, I did a bit of bright green. Oh, you can kind of see it. You know, bright green for the back to, you know, when it's on the board you can see it. And the mouth, you know, got a lot of blood on there. I love putting the blood on my figures when I'm done, especially for Resident Evil 2. You know, you're just eating someone, yum yum yum. And yeah, I think this is probably my favourite one to date, apart from the Black Tiger I did, because it's just so clean, this one. I mean, I'm looking at my first ones I ever did, which were the 2 dogs. Ooh, I wish I could redo them, I really do. But now that I'm confident, and it's really fun. You know, I got some tunes going. I'll be watching, you know, some YouTubers that I like listening to just in the background, and I'll see if I can get the eye. I was really happy with the eye. No, it's not going to go. Oh well, like I said, I will get a picture. And I don't know what I want to paint next. I want to do a character. I might do Leon and Claire, especially, you know, Leon with the Magnum and Claire with the grenade launcher, because we got so much more to paint, and we got Resident Evil 3 coming up. Can't wait. Talk about the board game. See, me and Luke intended to record a lot of the board game. We did one episode, and then we just life just gets in the way, unfortunately, especially with our own side stuff. Like, he does his YouTube thing, I do my YouTube thing. But we're hopefully going to get a couple more games of that in very, very soon and record it. And now I've got my, you know, new camera, hopefully it can capture the picture a bit better now. I think that was another problem. The camera, like, the footage was very meh, whereas now hopefully it'll be a lot better. Oh, I nearly missed this. I played another game I started. It was during the sale, if I remember talking about in the last step. I bought a lot of Switch games, and one was a card bundle, and I started the Frost card game. See, it's not the kind of card game I was thinking of. I like facing people. You know, you build up your deck and all that kind of stuff, but this game's like a survival one, and I want to say it's a bit roguelike. If you lose your cards that you build up. So the idea is you got 20 days, so 20 turns, to get to the end before the frost freezes you to death. And it's the first couple of goes, I was like, oh man, this is bleh. But then I got addicted. I was like, oh no, I need these cards, because you got to make, you know, each turn you got to meet a certain requirement. So for example, you got to have 2 food, 2 resources, 2 people. You got to feed them into the pile, and if you don't have enough, you got to end your turn, and basically that's one turn gone. 19 steps to go before the frost kills you. So it really got me in the end, and I was like, oh no, and I come so close. I got up to the 5th turn from, you know, winning the game, like the round, and it got me. I had to draw like a survivor card, and you would send off a survivor to look for a survivor resource and all that stuff, but then you risk putting in another card that's a blank. So you draw 5 cards each turn. You're possibly going to draw one of the blanks, and the more of them you build up, the worse it's going to get for you. And oh, I got so close, so I'm going to try and beat it soon, like the first level anyway. Alrighty everyone, I did something really stupid. Get ready, main event. I bought the Legendary Dragoon. Full box, all 4 discs, both manuals. One of the discs might not even work, and I paid about $220 for it. But the thing is, this means a lot to me. I haven't played the whole game, but I remember getting the demo for this game and falling in love with it. I loved this game, and I loved it so much that when the video store, like Video Easy, had it, me and Luke hired it and played it all day. Just absolutely loved this game, but I never bought it when, you know, the opportunities were there, because the thing was, because there is 4 discs, it's such a dangerous sort of gamble with a game like this, especially considering how sought after it is. But see, recently I got everything that I needed. So I got a YouTube savings account, like bank account, so if I need things I put money towards it. Every payday I put some money towards it. See, originally it was for the, you know, Yu-Gi-Oh unboxings, and then I found that, you know, there was maybe a statue that I wanted, and I thought, I'm not just going to buy it, I'll save up for it and then I'll buy it. I got my new tower that way. I spent a year through that, you know, adding to that, and then recently got my new camera through that process. So I kind of, you know, I got into a situation where I'm like, okay, I don't need to worry about, you know, upgrading my equipment. I can save up, and then if I see something I like, I will, you know, buy it. I did that with Final Fantasy VII's remake play arts figures. I got Tifa and Aerith. I haven't got them yet, unfortunately. They've been delayed, so that'll be next year or so. But I got to, you know, I forget how much I got in there. I think 300, 400 at the time of Legend Dragoon. So I was thinking, so I don't search for something, it's just if I come across it I'll think, oh, I want that. So I don't even know what brought it on. I know it did. In the last step I've mentioned the app to keep my games catalogued, and there was a wishlist option, and I thought, what do I want? Legend of Dragoon. So that night when I finished, I thought, this is what I want. I'm going to hunt for it. It is time. Found an Aussie seller. I refused overseas. I mean, US, obviously I can't buy it because I can't play it, but the UK, they pay as well. I refused, especially during this pandemic, because a game like this, you do not want out in the mail for such a long period of time and possibly getting lost in the mail. Because holy crap, this is probably the most expensive game in my collection now, and I'm going to do a full playthrough of it eventually. I want to record it and go through the whole game, and I'm looking forward to it. So yeah, and it come really quick. It come within like 4 days, so I'm very happy. And I tested it. All the discs seem to be running okay. They look pretty clean. There's not like heavy scratches on them. It's almost like someone may have played it and then didn't want to play it again. They just sort of put it in their collection. But oh, am I going to be upset if one of the discs don't work? But that's why I put it in. I've got a sleeve coming soon, and I'll get a proper one. But yeah, this game, I don't know what it is or what it was about it. I fell in love with it, like I said, all those years ago with the demo. But I never come across it, like, in my life, like during, you know, especially when I got a job and I attended college and all that stuff. And I think one of the problems were, it was on the PSN store, so I thought, oh, well, I don't need to worry. But I can't remember if we had it in Australia, because I'm pretty sure I searched it up and it was like $20, and I thought, oh, I'm not in a rush. I'm not really in the mood to play it now. You know, when you reach a point where it's like, so when I was a kid, I would have, you know, done anything to have this game, like to own it and play it. But when I was like in my TAFE days, I think it was because I was into wrestling. I was such into like wrestling games and all that stuff, and, you know, an occasional other game here and there. So I never really, you know, thought about Legend of Dragoon. I'm going to stop doing that because it keeps slowing. But yeah, I never really thought about it. And even with Game Traders, it was a store in our, like, we'd always go to it at the end of college, and, you know, they always got good games, you know, like really retro style, you know, PS1, Sega and all that stuff. And Luke always bought a load of PS1, PS2 there, and I bought some, you know, what did I buy? I think I bought like Duke Nukem, and we bought a I think it was a Lundra. We bought one of them, if I remember. Oh no, that may have been the Trump sales. But you know what I'm saying. You know, there was all these games, but yeah, I never I'm not going to pick it up again. I never went out of my way to buy it or look for it, and I never went out of my way for the PSN store, because now here in Australia we can't even get it. Now I know you can do a US account and just buy it, but I would like to just have it as a power copy. You know, I'd like, if the PSN store did it, I would play it. But yeah, I was like, oh, that's a bummer. And I thought, if it ever comes to a point where, you know, I'm in a situation where, you know, I can buy it, I will buy it. Well, I was in the situation where I could buy it, and I bought it, and it was an Australian seller, which is a bonus plus. And I was a bit skeptical at first because the person wasn't really a seller. They had feedback, but it was mainly because they bought items and then left the feedback to the seller, and they only sold one other game, and the person left feedback and said it was really good, really good. I thought, oh, this is a big gamble. But I tell you what, apart from a few cracks in there in the jewel case, I'm going to be careful. I'm going to hold it here. The game looks immaculate, it looks really good, it looks, you know, in perfect condition. The discs, like I said, I played through it. I played through the first disc about 10 minutes or so. It ran fine, there was no sort of drop or freeze. And I am really looking forward to booting it up and doing a full run of it. The game's about 48 hours. The longest game I've played is probably Judgment, which is 24 hours. And as much as I love that game, right at the end it was like, oh boy, yeah, we're really getting there. Really starting to feel the fatigue. But I'm not going to rush with it. I'm just going to take my time with it. When I upload the first episode, you're going to know that I finished it, because that's sort of my motto now. I don't upload until I finish the game, apart from Skyrim. So yeah, that's Legend of Dragoon. I'm happy to say I finally got it in my collection, and I probably won't be doing it again. This is the only game that I'm probably even going to consider paying that much for. See, Luke was really good. He bought so many games so cheap, and then so the retro sort of scene was kicking in, and his collection's just gone right up. And he's happy to have picked it up so cheap. And now I can say I've got myself a bit of treasure. Alright everyone, I don't know how long this episode's been going for, but damn did I have a good time tonight. Had so much awesome things to talk about. Some things I'm very excited about. I mean, I cannot wait to jump into Legend of Dragoon. I might finish up a few games first and then I'll jump in, because yeah, I've got one sort of it's Golf Story. That's about a 20-hour game, so once I finish that one, I think I'll put Legend of Dragoon over into that one, and then that can be my main focus, you know, over time. I'll chip away at it, and I'm very happy to have a treasure in my collection, and I'm going to make sure I take good care of it, because mind you, I said to Luke, you know what's going to be funny? I'm going to buy that, I'm going to spend a lot of money, and you watch Switch come out and say, we're going to bring Legend of Dragoon in, you know, a remastered version. Hasn't happened yet. So, yeah, if that happens, I might be going like, fuck. But anyway, I'll end it there. Thanks all for watching. Hope you all enjoyed, and you all have a good night.